They said broccoli was the ultimate food, the green superhero capable of saving your heart, your memory, and even your joints. But what if that belief is only half true? What if this supposed miracle vegetable hides flaws that silently sabotage your health after your 60s? The truth is, even the healthiest foods can backfire when used incorrectly. It's not about fear, but about awareness. Because when you understand what's really going on your plate, you begin to regain control over your energy, digestion, and vitality, transforming every meal into a genuine opportunity for empowerment. For decades, doctors and nutritionists have praised broccoli for its vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. It's become a symbol of discipline, something we proudly serve, believing it's the ultimate choice. But few have mentioned the invisible details, those steps that determine whether your body truly benefits or just goes through the motions. As we age, our digestion slows, our cells respond differently to nutrients, and our natural defenses need precision, not guesswork. And this is precisely where most people fail without realizing it, missing out on essential benefits that could transform their quality of life. Have you ever noticed how some people eat right but still feel tired, bloated, or mentally foggy? They blame age or stress, but often the problem lies in small, repeated mistakes that cancel out the benefits of foods like broccoli. From how it's cooked to what it's paired with, to blindly trusting labels promising health, every choice can tip the scales between healing and harm. The science is clear, nutrients are fragile, timing matters, and our metabolisms at 60 are not the same as they were in our 30s, requiring smarter, more tailored eating strategies. Imagine spending years doing what you thought was right, only to discover that the habits you believed were protecting you were slowly weakening your natural defenses. This isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. Because your body's natural defenses don't simply disappear with age, they respond to how you feed it, how you move, and how you care for it daily. The goal isn't to cut broccoli out of your life. The goal is to stop using it incorrectly. When you correct these 6 common mistakes, you unlock the true potential of your food and your own biology, turning every bite into a direct investment in longevity. If you've ever wondered why some seniors seem to radiate health while others struggle regardless of how clean their diet is, this video will forever change the way you view your meals. There's nothing magical or complicated here, just truth, science, and clarity that few people explain. Stick with me until the end, because when we're done, you'll see exactly why skipping broccoli, at least for a moment, may be the smartest thing you can do for your health. And if you believe that learning to age strong and gracefully is worth it, subscribe now. It's the first step to understanding what your body has been trying to tell you all along. The first mistake starts in the kitchen, long before the fork reaches your mouth. Most people believe that cooking vegetables until tender makes them easier to digest, but with broccoli, this is a silent disaster. When overcooked, its most powerful compound, sulforaphane, is destroyed by the heat. This compound is what signals your body to activate its detoxification enzymes, protect your cells, and neutralize the oxidative stress that fuels aging. Boil it for too long, and what was once a medicine becomes little more than green water with no power to protect you. The worst part? You can't see the damage. It looks healthy on the plate, but inside, its power is gone. Science shows that sulforaphane only forms when an enzyme called myrosinase encounters certain compounds within the vegetable. This encounter happens when you cut, chew, or lightly steam broccoli, not when it's submerged in boiling water for 10 minutes. The enzyme dies at high temperatures, and with it, your cell's potential to fight back. What most people don't realize is that their bodies rely on these small chemical reactions to keep inflammation low, arteries clear, and the immune system sharp. Cooking it wrong is like turning off your own internal defense switch, leaving your body vulnerable. But that doesn't mean you have to eat it raw or cold. The key is gentle heat. Steam it for just 3 or 4 minutes, until bright green and slightly tender. This is when the sulforaphane is at its peak. You can also chop it and let it rest for a few minutes before cooking, giving the enzymes time to do their work before the heat arrives. Small adjustments like these make a huge difference, especially after our 60s, when our bodies become less efficient at producing the protective molecules we once made naturally. Every nutrient counts more than ever, and how you manage it can decide whether it becomes healing or damaging.
Think about how many times you may have unintentionally stripped your meals of their benefits simply by keeping the pan on the stove a few minutes too long. This isn't a failure, it's a wake-up call. The beauty of the human body is that it forgives and adapts. When you start cooking with precision instead of habit, you feel the change. Easier digestion, more energy, clearer focus. The body responds quickly to respect. Because that's what proper cooking is, respect for the ingredients and the chemistry of life itself. So the next time you're in front of the stove, remember, heat can be your friend and your enemy. Treat your food with the same care you want your body to give you. It's not just a meal. It's information your cells read in real time. And when that information is correct, your natural defenses begin to rebuild, one bite at a time. The truth behind broccoli isn't about the vegetable. It's about consciousness. And the next mistake will show how easy it is to lose its power before it even reaches your plate. The second mistake hides in plain sight, right next to the broccoli on your plate. Many people believe that if a food is healthy, anything served with it will share that aura of goodness. But the wrong combination can completely block nutrient absorption. Imagine a plate of perfectly steamed broccoli drowned in cheese sauce or mixed with processed salad dressings that promise zero fat but are packed with preservatives. It may taste good, it may even seem balanced, but inside your body, the chemistry tells a completely different story. Broccoli's key compounds need the right environment to function. Its antioxidants and sulforaphane are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them best when combined with a small amount of healthy fat, not processed dairy or refined oils. That creamy cheese sauce you think adds comfort actually coats your digestive tract with saturated fat and sodium, blocking the very nutrients you're trying to get. And those light sauces or packaged dressings labeled as healthy, they often contain artificial emulsifiers and thickeners that irritate the intestinal lining, where most of your immune system lives. When your gut is inflamed, it stops absorbing properly. So even the best vegetable in the world becomes a missed opportunity. Instead, imagine drizzling some extra virgin olive oil over warm broccoli, or sprinkling it with crushed garlic, lemon juice, and a few seeds. The polyphenol in the olive oil not only improve absorption, they combine with the natural compounds in broccoli to strengthen your body's antioxidant defenses. Garlic, mustard seeds, and even a little turmeric can activate the same enzymes that help detoxify harmful substances. This isn't gourmet cooking. It's simple chemistry that your body understands perfectly, transforming every meal into a powerful prevention tool. The problem, then, isn't what you eat, but how you combine it. Food doesn't act in isolation. Each bite triggers a cascade of reactions that either build your vitality or drain it. As we age, these details become critical. The digestive system slows down, the microbiome changes, and the body becomes less tolerant of bad combinations. This is why some people experience bloating, fatigue, or heaviness even after healthy meals. They're mixing good ingredients in ways that cancel each other out, creating internal confusion. You don't need to memorize complex food charts or trends. Just remember a few timeless principles. Keep it real, keep it light, and let each ingredient breathe. Avoid sauces with long ingredient lists. Replace heavy dairy with avocado, nuts, or olive oil. Think of each meal as a conversation between nutrients. Some speak the same language, others argue. Your role is to be the translator that helps them cooperate. When you start making these small changes, your body will silently but clearly thank you. Digestion becomes smoother, your energy lasts longer, and even your skin begins to reflect the change. Because balance isn't about eating more vegetables, it's about eating them wisely. The next mistake may surprise you even more. It's one most people make in the name of discipline, not indulgence, creating dangerous nutritional paradoxes. The third mistake is believing that if something is good, more must be better. It's one of the easiest traps to fall into, especially when you're trying to take control of your health after 60. You hear that broccoli reduces inflammation, supports detoxification, and even helps regulate blood sugar, so you start adding it to every meal. Morning smoothies, soups, dinners, even snacks. It sounds like discipline, but inside your body, a different story begins to unfold. Because no food, no matter how powerful, was intended to carry the entire weight of your health alone, requiring strategic variety and balance. Broccoli contains natural compounds called goitrogens. In small amounts, they are harmless and even beneficial.
But when consumed in excess, especially if your thyroid is already sensitive, they can interfere with the gland's ability to absorb iodine. The result? Fatigue, a slower metabolism, hair loss, and that frustrating feeling of doing everything right and still not feeling well. The same antioxidants that protect your cells can overwhelm your system when consumed out of balance. It's a gentle reminder from nature that too much of a good thing can become its opposite, creating subtle but significant hormonal imbalances. Moderation isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The healthiest seniors in the world aren't those who obsess over one vegetable, one pill, or one secret ingredient. They build variety into their diets. They rotate vegetables, mixing broccoli with kale, spinach, arugula, and seasonal vegetables. They listen to their bodies, not to routines carved in stone. Because your body thrives on diversity. Each plant family offers different phytonutrients that nourish different parts of your immune and circulatory systems. Limiting yourself to one source narrows this defense network, leaving gaps that age and stress can exploit, gradually weakening your natural barriers. There's also a psychological side to this mistake. When people find something that makes them feel better, they tend to double down, expecting faster results. But the body doesn't work out of urgency, it works out of rhythm. What it needs from you is patience, variety, and respect for its natural rhythm. Healing isn't a race. The nutrients in food act like instruments in an orchestra, they need harmony, not volume. The melody of health depends on the balance of antioxidants, proteins, fats, and minerals, each playing its own unique role. So, before turning every meal into a broccoli celebration, pause and think, what is my body craving today? Maybe it needs the lycopene in tomatoes, the magnesium in pumpkin seeds, or the omega-3s in sardines. Each choice should complement, not duplicate, the last. Variety keeps your body curious, flexible, and alive. The secret isn't abundance, it's intelligence. And this understanding becomes even more important when we look at the next mistake, one that hides not in quantity, but in quality. How much of what you eat actually reaches your cells to effectively nourish them? The fourth mistake is ignoring what scientists call bioavailability, a complicated term that simply means how much of what you eat actually nourishes you. Many people think that as long as a food is rich in vitamins or minerals, the body automatically absorbs them. But that's not the case. After 60, digestion changes, stomach acid decreases, and nutrient absorption slows. You can eat the perfect diet on paper and still deprive your cells in practice. Broccoli, for example, contains compounds that fight inflammation and support detoxification, but these molecules need certain allies to reach your bloodstream. Without them, most of this potential simply passes you by unnoticed, wasting valuable opportunities for protection. When you lightly steam broccoli and add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, you're not just improving its flavor, you're activating chemistry. Healthy fats help transport fat-soluble vitamins like K and E to your cells, where they repair tissue and strengthen blood vessels. Combine with a little mustard seed, garlic, or radish, and you reintroduce myrosinase, the enzyme that unlocks sulforaphane, broccoli's most powerful protector. It's like giving your food a password so your body can recognize and use it. Eat it plain and overcooked, and it's as if the message never gets delivered, missing out on essential benefits. This principle goes far beyond broccoli. When you eat foods stripped of their natural companions, oils, herbs, and fiber, you break their internal logic. Our ancestors never ate nutrients in isolation. They naturally combined foods, seasoning them with spices, fats, and fermentation that boosted both flavor and absorption. Modern diets, focused on fat-free, sugar-free, or zero calories, have lost this intelligence. We've turned meals into lists of ingredients rather than living systems designed to work together. The older we get, the more we need to restore this ancestral wisdom by reconnecting with intuitive eating practices. You don't need to become a scientist to apply this. Just think in terms of synergy. Add a spoonful of olive oil or avocado to your greens. Squeeze lemon over your vegetables to increase iron absorption. Combine vitamin C-rich foods, like bell peppers or oranges, with plant-based proteins to help your body form collagen. These are small gestures that the body interprets as cooperation, and the difference can be felt in your energy, your joints, even your mood. The good news is that the body responds quickly when it gets what it needs. Within weeks, many people notice improved digestion, stronger nails, and clearer focus. It's not a miracle, it's logic, biological logic. Food isn't just fuel, it's instruction. The more precise these instructions are, the more resilient your body becomes. And yet, even with all this knowledge, there's another trap waiting, one that lurks not in the kitchen, but on the supermarket shelf, where confidence is sold in colorful packaging. The fifth mistake begins at the supermarket, where confidence is sold in colorful packaging. You walk the aisles and see words like natural, fit, detox, and broccoli extract printed in bold, calming fonts. It seems safe, scientific, and effortless. You think you're making a smart choice, but many of these supposedly healthy products are carefully designed illusions. Dehydrated broccoli chips, powdered soups, and superfood capsules promise convenience, but behind the label, the truth is often processed beyond recognition. Heat, preservatives, and dehydration strip away enzymes and phytochemicals, leaving little more than green powder that your body treats as fiber, not actual fuel. The deception lies in how our brains read labels. When you see broccoli, you imagine fresh florets and vibrant nutrients. But in most cases, the percentage is minuscule, and the rest of the product is made from starches, oils, or synthetic vitamins added just to pass regulations. Many vegetable powders are mixed with fillers like maltodextrin or soy protein to improve texture. The end result may taste good, but it doesn't act like food. It doesn't activate your detoxification enzymes, strengthen your gut flora, or communicate with your immune system the way a living vegetable does, creating a false sense of nutritional security. As we age, our senses weaken, and marketing takes precedence over biology. Companies know this. They use phrases like supports immunity or rich in antioxidants, even when these claims are based on a single, isolated study that doesn't match the dosage or form used in the product. Your body can't be fooled by slogans. It recognizes only real molecules, those born from soil and sunlight. A pill that claims to replace vegetables may seem easier, but it robs you of the natural rhythm of eating, chewing, mixing with saliva, and triggering digestive hormones that prepare your body to receive nutrients. This ritual is part of the medicine, connecting body and mind in a harmonious process. You don't need to fear packaged foods entirely, but you do need to read them carefully. Look for short ingredient lists. Avoid anything that lists broccoli flavor instead of broccoli itself. Choose frozen vegetables over powdered versions. Freezing preserves far more nutrients than drying. And remember, your health doesn't come from what the front of the box says, but from the silent reality printed on the back in small print. Each time you choose the real thing over the artificial, you send your body a message of trust. You remind it that nature's intelligence still guides your choices. Only this awareness can rebuild your natural defenses more effectively than any supplement. Still, there's one last illusion to uncover, a mindset that even the most careful eaters fall into. It's not about the food itself, but about the story we tell ourselves when we believe a single ingredient can save us, creating unrealistic and dangerous expectations. The sixth mistake is forgetting the bigger picture, believing that one food alone can protect you from aging, disease, or fatigue. It's an easy illusion, especially when the world around you turns every ingredient into a miracle headline. Eat this to prevent cancer. Add that to reverse aging. These promises are seductive because they offer control in a world that often seems unpredictable. But biology doesn't work in headlines. It works in systems, intricate, interconnected networks that depend on balance more than miracles. Broccoli may be a star, but even the brightest star needs a sky to shine from, a larger context that sustains its light. Your body isn't a collection of isolated parts, it's a symphony of defenses. The immune system, the microbiome, the blood vessels, the DNA repair mechanisms, and the cellular regeneration process constantly communicate. Each depends on the others to function. If one fails, the rest struggle to compensate. This is why focusing on one food or supplement often disappoints. You may temporarily improve one area while another quietly weakens. True vitality doesn't come from intensity, it comes from harmony, from the careful orchestration of multiple elements working in perfect synchrony. Think of your body's defenses as 5 pillars supporting the temple of your health. Broccoli strengthens one of them, the detoxification pathway, but the others require different allies. Berries help protect your blood vessels. Green tea supports cellular repair. Garlic boosts your immune system. Whole grains and legumes feed your microbiota, the hidden community that produces vitamins and keeps inflammation in check. When all these systems work together, aging naturally slows down. No single vegetable can achieve this alone. It requires a holistic and diverse approach. After 60, it's especially important to think in terms of patterns, not products. Instead of chasing superfoods, build super habits. Eat colorful meals, walk daily, sleep deeply, and keep stress low. Each of these choices activates one of your natural defenses. You're not just eating, you're instructing your biology on how to repair and protect itself. This is what science now calls epigenetics, the power of daily habits to turn genes on or off. Simply put, your lifestyle is the language that speaks directly to your DNA, shaping your biological future. The good news is that it's never too late to rewrite this language. Even small adjustments can revive dormant defenses. In weeks of consistent nutrition, circulation improves, energy returns, and the mind sharpens. It's not a mystery, it's design. The same design that allows broccoli to defend itself against toxins allows your body to defend itself when treated with respect. Remember, no food can save you, but every bite can serve you. And the next step is learning how to rebuild these defenses so they work together as the living shield they were meant to be, creating comprehensive and lasting protection. To rebuild your body's natural defenses, you first need to understand that they aren't mysterious or unattainable. They're already within you, waiting to be activated. Scientists have identified 5 core defense systems that keep you strong and vibrant: the regenerative system that repairs tissues, the microbiome that protects your gut, the DNA protection network that prevents cellular errors, the immune system that fights infections, and the vascular network that keeps your blood flowing clean and smooth. Each of these systems relies on the others, like gears in a finely tuned machine. When one slows down, the rest begin to falter. But when they move together, aging itself becomes gentler, slower, and more graceful, allowing for a long and active life. Broccoli plays its part in this orchestra, especially in detoxification and immune support, but the rest of the symphony needs its own instruments. Your regenerative system thrives on omega-3s from fish or flaxseed, vitamin D from sunlight, and amino acids from legumes. Your microbiome relies on fiber and fermented foods that feed the good bacteria living in your gut. Your DNA protection strengthens when you eat berries, dark chocolate, and green tea, all rich in polyphenol. And your vascular system, the network that carries oxygen to every cell, stays flexible and clean when you move daily and fill your plate with colorful vegetables and healthy fats, creating a powerful synergy. Think of each meal as a chance to tune these systems. When you sit down to eat, ask yourself, what defenses am I fueling today? A bowl of oatmeal with berries strengthens your blood vessels and DNA. A mixed green salad with olive oil and lemon boosts your microbiome and detoxification pathways. A small piece of salmon revives your regenerative power. None of this requires perfection or strict diets. It just requires consistency, the kind that transforms health from theory to sensation, from an abstract concept to a daily lived experience. The beauty of this approach is that it transforms food into a dialogue between you and your body. You begin to notice signs: lighter digestion, deeper sleep, faster recovery after walking or gardening. These aren't coincidences. They're proof that your defenses are listening. Over time, these signals become your personal guide, more reliable than any trend or supplement. Your body has always known how to heal, it just needs the right information. Every bite, every breath, every night's rest is a message that says, I'm ready to rebuild. And when this message becomes consistent, your internal defenses stop reacting to damage and start preventing it. It's the shift where prevention becomes vitality. The next story will show how one woman proved this truth for herself, not through medicine or luck, but through awareness and small, powerful choices repeated every day, transforming her life completely. Clara was 68 when she realized something was wrong. She wasn't sick, but she was tired in a way that rest never fixed. Her mornings started slow, her digestion felt heavy, and each meal left her a little more bloated. Friends told her it was normal, that it was just getting older, but Clara had a feeling her body was trying to tell her otherwise. She ate healthy, or so she thought: steamed broccoli every day, vegetable soups, low-fat yogurt, and packaged green smoothies from the drugstore. She believed she was doing everything right. But a visit to the doctor changed that illusion. Her inflammation markers were high, her cholesterol was unbalanced, and her thyroid was sluggish. "You're eating like a health ad," the doctor said gently, "but not like a human being. revealing a profound contradiction. Clara left that office confused and curious. She began reading, learning about digestion, bioavailability, and the 5 defense systems that protect the body. She discovered she was making 3 of the 6 mistakes without even knowing it. She overcooked her vegetables until they became mushy and flavorless. She paired them with the wrong foods, bland sauces full of chemicals, and low-fat dairy that blocked absorption. And she believed that eating the same safe foods every day was discipline, when in fact it was monotony that drained her system. The solution wasn't another supplement. It was a small but profound shift in understanding, recognizing that food is communication with the body. Within weeks of changing her habits, the difference was undeniable. She began lightly sautéing her vegetables in olive oil and adding seeds, garlic, and lemon instead of processed sauces. She diversified her meals, bringing color back to her plate and joy back to her kitchen. Her digestion improved first, with less bloating and more comfort. Then came energy, brighter mornings, and the strange but welcome return of her appetite for life. Her next checkup surprised even her doctor. Inflammation was low, thyroid normalized, and, as she said with a smile, "I finally feel like myself again," demonstrating the transformative power of small, conscious adjustments. Clara's story isn't a miracle, it's a mirror. Her body didn't need new rules, it needed cooperation. It needed her attention. What happened to her can happen to anyone who chooses to listen before something breaks. The truth is, most of what we call aging is often the accumulation of small, reversible habits. When you start treating food as a partner rather than a punishment, your body responds with gratitude. And this gratitude shows up in every system: a sharper mind, stronger immunity, calmer mood, smoother skin, creating a virtuous cycle of increasing health. That's why everyone over 60 should view their meals not as routines, but as opportunities. You don't need perfection, you need connection. Mrs. Clara's story is truly the story of everyone who decides to replace confusion with clarity. And science today is finally proving what her experience revealed, that awareness is the most powerful nutrient of all, capable of transforming not only health but also the quality of life, enabling active and fulfilling aging. Science has begun to confirm what the body has always whispered: food speaks the language of health, and every molecule carries a message. Researchers have studied broccoli for decades, not because it's trendy, but because it conceals one of nature's most precise defense systems. Within it lives sulforaphane, a compound that can activate over 200 protective genes in your body. These genes regulate inflammation, detoxify harmful substances, and even aid in DNA repair. But here's the surprising part: your body only receives these benefits when you prepare and combine food correctly. Science doesn't work in slogans, it works in small, practical details that anyone can follow, transforming knowledge into daily action. A Johns Hopkins University study showed that lightly steamed broccoli contains up to 3 times more sulforaphane than boiled or microwaved broccoli. Another, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, found that combining cruciferous vegetables with a little mustard seed or daikon radish can reactivate enzymes lost during cooking. Translation: you don't need to eat more, you just need to eat smarter. Even small changes like chewing slowly or adding a drizzle of olive oil can determine how well your cells absorb and use what's on your plate, maximizing benefits without extra effort. But science goes further. Researchers now understand that broccoli's power doesn't end with vitamins or antioxidants. It communicates directly with the gut microbiome, feeding bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids, the same compounds that strengthen your immune system and reduce inflammation throughout the body. It's like building a neighborhood of good neighbors within you, one meal at a time. And when this community thrives, every system, from digestion to cognition, becomes more efficient, creating a ripple effect of improved health. What's fascinating is how accessible this knowledge is. You don't need a laboratory or a biology degree to apply it. You just need curiosity and consistency. When you start treating each bite as information, you begin to understand why some people seem to age more slowly, move more easily, and think more clearly. They're not lucky, they're aligned with how their bodies naturally want to function. The rules are simple, but their results are profound, transforming eating routines into powerful preventative strategies. And now it's your turn to take a closer look at your habits. Which of these 6 mistakes do you think you've been making without realizing it? Are you cooking for too long, combining foods incorrectly, or trusting the label more than your instincts? Leave a comment below telling us where you're watching from and which of these adjustments you're ready to try first. Because awareness grows stronger when shared, and every conversation like this helps someone else see that vitality isn't about luck or youth, but about learning to work with your biology instead of against it, creating a conscious health community. Once you understand the science, the next step is action, transforming knowledge into choices that protect you every day. This is where the idea of empowered aging comes in. Aging well isn't about restriction or fear, it's about wisdom. It's about making dietary decisions that respect both taste and function. When you look at your plate, see it not as a list of nutrients but as a living system supporting you from the inside out. Balance is the real secret. A small piece of fish with colorful vegetables, a drizzle of olive oil, and a handful of nuts can do more for your arteries and immune system than any capsule ever could, proving that real food trumps supplements. Eating wisely means bringing variety back into your meals. Start mixing colors: greens for detoxification, reds for heart health, yellows for energy, and purples for cellular repair. Each hue represents a group of antioxidants that defend a different part of your body. Remember, your body needs this diversity as much as it needs water or rest. It keeps your defenses active and your metabolism flexible. And don't fear healthy fats. They don't weaken you, they make your brain sharper and your hormones more stable. Olive oil, avocado, and seeds, these are your allies, not your enemies, providing essential nutrients for longevity. There's also the emotional side of eating. After 60, food becomes more than fuel, it becomes a form of connection. Sharing a meal, cooking slowly, savoring the texture and aroma of real ingredients, these experiences reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that silently undermines immunity and heart function. When you eat with calm mindfulness, your body digests better and your blood sugar naturally stabilizes. In a world of rushed meals and convenient snacks, slowing down becomes a healthful act in itself, reconnecting body, mind, and spirit. Being empowered also means questioning what you've been told. Trends change, but biology doesn't. Your body has no idea what a superfood is, it only recognizes balance. When you approach nutrition as a partnership rather than perfection, guilt disappears and results become sustainable. Seniors who age gracefully aren't those who diet endlessly, they're those who nourish intelligently, creating harmony between pleasure and prevention. So today, think of someone you care about, perhaps a friend, a sibling, or a neighbor who still believes that eating well means suffering through tasteless meals or buying expensive products. Share this message with them. Let them know that health can be simple, joyful, and deeply human again. Because understanding mistakes is only half the journey, spreading awareness completes it. When you share what you've learned, you don't just help someone else, you reinforce your own commitment to living with purpose, clarity, and strength, creating a conscious and active health community. The real secret to longevity isn't hidden in a pill, a supplement, or a headline. It lives quietly in the small, consistent choices you make every day. It's in how you treat your food, how you respect your rest, and how you listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Most people chase complexity when the truth is beautifully simple: health doesn't come from extremes but from balance. The same broccoli that once seemed like the ultimate cure becomes powerful only when placed in harmony with the rest of your life: movement, hydration, sunlight, joy, and variety. The miracle isn't in the vegetable, it's in your awareness of how to use it, transforming knowledge into consistent action. Think about all the years you spent trusting diets, trends, and miracle promises. How many of them taught you to trust your own instincts? That's where real prevention begins, not in fear, but in understanding. You now know the 6 mistakes that silently turn good intentions into fatigue and imbalance. You've seen how small corrections can reignite energy, digestion, and mental clarity. You've discovered how science, stripped of jargon, actually empowers rather than intimidates. And most importantly, you've seen that it's never too late to start over. Your body listens. It forgives. It rebuilds, responding quickly to consistent and respectful care. Longevity isn't about adding years, it's about adding quality to the years you already have. It's waking up with purpose, walking lightly, and ending each day feeling capable and grounded. It's knowing that food isn't punishment or cure, it's a dialogue. Every bite is a message, every choice a declaration: I still care about this body, and I still hope it thrives. This mindset alone changes everything. The moment you stop seeing health as an endless list of constraints and start seeing it as an act of self-respect, aging becomes something different, a process of refinement, not decline, transforming golden years into a rich and rewarding experience. So, forget the myths, the overcomplications, the noise. Return to the basics that nature has always provided. Real food. Real rest. Real connection. This is the foundation of vitality that no supplement can imitate. Let the knowledge you've gained today become a compass, guiding you toward the kind of health that feels free, not forced. Because when your defenses work together, when your cells receive the respect they deserve, life begins to expand again, a sharper mind, a stronger body, a calmer heart, creating a full and vibrant existence. And if this message resonated with you, if it opened your eyes to how simple health can be, stay with us. There's still so much your body can teach you, and together we'll continue to discover what science reveals about living longer, stronger, and better. Sign up now and be part of this journey of awareness and renewal. Because the best time to rebuild your vitality isn't someday, it's today, transforming intention into immediate and consistent action that shapes your biological future.